Hello and welcome to Cinema Express. I am Kartik and today I am with the cast and the director of Kuttey, Arjun Kapoor, Radhika Madan and Aasmaan Bhardwaj. Hi guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Aasmaan, I want to start off with you. I know this question must have been asked you multiple times, but your first film, your debut film, you have Tabu, you have Naseeruddin Shah, you have Konkana Sen Sharma, you have Kumud Mishra, you have Shardul Bhardwaj, and of course you have Radhika Madan and you have Arjun Kapoor. How did you manage to get this ensemble and how did you manage them on set?
कॉल शीट भेज के
हाँ मतलब सिंपली तो पुट वो ही है बट हाउ डिड वी मैनेज टू गेट देम इट वाज द स्क्रिप्ट आई मीन द स्क्रिप्ट इज व्हाट वर्कड अर्जुन को सबसे पहले नरेट अर्जुन को किया था जूम पे इन लॉकडाउन अप्रैल 2020 में पता भी नहीं था कि कब लॉकडाउन खोलेगा कब हम शूट कर पाएंगे बट कि ये फिल्म करनी है साथ में टाइप तो आई नरेटेड इट ही लव्ड इट एंड हाँ हो गया था तभी देन फिर जब थोड़ा लगा कि अच्छा लॉकडाउन खुल रहा है कि अब लेट्स स्टार्ट अप्रोचिंग एवरीवन एंड स्टफ तो बस स्क्रिप्ट भेजी एंड ताकि आप पढ़िए अगर आप करना चाहें तो हम विल बी grateful. I'll be forever grateful. And तो भेजी and they all liked it. So I think how we got them, I didn't get them to do it. I sent them the script and they wanted to do it.
Who was the most difficult to convince? Like even after like reading the script, was there some people who were like,
no, I mean if I have to go and convince someone, then I don't. Why, if you shouldn't have to convince someone कि ये करो, like.
But were there some changes they asked? Yeah, this is not working. Maybe you can like change that.
पर वो तो क्रिएटिव प्रोसेस
है वो ज्वाइन होने के बाद हुआ होगा कि like I'm doing the film.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you what I feel about everything because then you're on as a collaborator, as a equal creative partner in this process. And then you asked how I managed it on set. I mean, it was kind of lucky that together they were only there for 7 days. Like when I had to handle all of them in one thing was only for 7 days. And luckily वो action था तो उसमें I used to be like नहीं ये करना पड़ेगा जल्दी से करो और चलो तो मेरा इतना कुछ वो नहीं था एक सीन था जिसमें तो वो हुआ and otherwise it was because it's an ensemble and because it's so divided like story wise कि सबके separate sections थे so सब individually मिले थे मुझे like most individually like के 2 character एक साथ for 5 days then 2 और then ये then and it kept going back and forth so that's how it was actually possible. Those 7 days were very tough and not because of them it was because there's so much going on in that time in that place that to not just for them it's difficult, it was difficult for everyone because of the combination of everything that's there, the action, the rain, all the actors, night, so that's what was tough.
Radhika, you are like the Bhardwaj family veteran now.
आपके में घी शक्कर हमेशा ऐसे रहे.
Your first film was Pataka with Vishal sir and now you are doing Aasmaan's first film. When he came to you with the script, because you guys have worked together in Pataka also because he was the assistant director there, what was your reaction?
I said yes. Like within 2 hours I read the script and I said yes.
But did you feel like the kid has grown up now?
Oh yeah, a part of me did feel that because I'd always seen him as a buddy. And yeah, it was very bizarre because it was very difficult for me to imagine Aasmaan as the director. And I was telling myself before I met him that he's a director. Don't take his case. Don't take his case. So, but I think when I met him as Aasmaan the director, we were pretty professional. We were not joking around. We were not taking each other's cases. And I loved the script so much. And I was proud of him because when I read it, I was like, what? Aasmaan ne likhi hai? And then when I started speaking to him, the amount of clarity that he had, the vision that he had, I felt too much of a pressure. I felt like I need to give my all because he is really, really prepped. And the thing that he's imagining requires my every ounce.
Yeah.
But every inch, so it was. I think it took a lot of pressure because it was Aasmaan's first, and I love him and care for him so much.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't happen like that. I should have just been like, hey, how are you, Aasmaan?
I want these changes, that changes. Yeah.
I don't think this is working for me.
Yeah.
Arjun, when it comes to you, I feel like the actor in you comes out a lot when you're doing sort of grey characters. Like, for example, in Aurangzeb or in Sandeep Arpinki Farrar and now in Kuttey. Do you like levitate towards such characters? Like, do they excite you when you get them?
Well, I don't know if I levitate towards them, but I made my debut in one such character. So what happens is, there is a tendency when people look at casting against the grain or the sort of anti-hero or characters that make morally wrong choices. Perhaps I seem to be a face that does have a reoccurring visual featuring. He also told me he had seen Ishaq Zadeh and he always felt because of Ishaq Zadeh he can imagine me playing Gopal. And then of course Sandeep or Pinky Farrar only added to that. So I'm happy because what happens is when you do your romantic films, I mean, I've done my Panipats, I've done my Mubarakas, I've done India's Most Wanted, I've done not only romantic, but I've done other positive characters, the straight shooters as well. Bhoot Police, for example. But there is a certain joy in me also getting excited about playing someone I'm not. Sometimes you want to go closer to home, like you want to attract characters that you relate to and you can imbibe and you feel it comes from you. There are some characters that you don't want to come from you. You want to disassociate Arjun and say, "Mujhe Arjun ki tarah sochna hi nahi hai ye character play karta," because Arjun might not agree, and that is the charm. That is what I guess a true performance eventually should be, is that you can have an argument about the moral compass of a character or the decision making. आप हर character के हर choice से agree नहीं करोगे. Some characters you might agree with everything, saying what a wonderful, I mean this is the kind of person, he stood up for this, he did that. Sometimes you say ये कैसा आदमी, but वही तो interesting है, how do you make that person human? So perhaps when I play against the grain, I think I attract those characters because of my starting point, and B, I think I also tend to lean towards them because it's far extreme from my ideological being. So I try and enjoy the moral dilemma of being in a uniform and working against the system completely for selfish reasons. Whereas mostly you would want to play a cop and be the most self-righteous, courageous guy who's saving the world. I found it quite exciting or liberating to play a selfish, greedy human being who has to work out of everything that he's socially conditioned to think as a public servant.
Aasmaan, with you, do you think it's easier to collaborate with Radhika and Arjun? You know, like, because it's the same age group and stuff, and you can like exchange feedbacks when it compares to like a Tabu or a Naseer sir.
No.
Okay. Do you feel like इनको feedback देने के लिए कैसे
like
how was your first day with them, like on set? Like,
first day was a nervous experience for me, but when it comes to like discussion and collaboration, it's a professional director-actor relationship. I can never bring age into that. And they can experience. Even they can know. Experience to will benefit me only. No? So when I go to them and ask them something, in fact, I can ask them about a separate thing. Like, कि आपको ये क्या लग रहा है? So they'll give me this thing. Why would I shy away from experience? I would use that experience for me as a benefit for me. So that's what will be better. Definitely on the first day of theirs, I was very nervous on the first take. Okay, because I have like grown up watching them in my father's cinema also, where their performances have shaped what I perceive of a good performance. So to be able to direct them and then call action and cut on them was a little tough on the first take. Then after that we broke away from it and became very, like, I had to do my job. I couldn't be just in awe and not do my job. So that's what happened. It was and with like Arjun and Radhika and Shardul, them being my age, the words that I used were different. Okay, I would say like bhai or are yaar aise. With them I would say ma'am, sir. That's the only difference. Nothing else. Because as actors, it's not just about experience or age or anything. They have to contribute. I have to ask them. We have to have discussion. That's what a creative process is.
Your communication shouldn't be bound by age.
Yeah.
Radhika, you have worked with both father and son. I want
Yes.
to know what are the similarities and the differences between both of them when it comes to like working process or creative process.
I think the core is the same.
Okay.
I feel Vishalji, because of the experience that he has, he's
Yeah.
more. उनमें एक ठहराव है. Because Aasmaan, it's his first film.
Yeah.
He's too ambitious. He's
Yeah.
too ambitious. He wants to achieve everything in this film. Like in any film, like he
Yeah.
comes from that force and that energy
Yeah.
that you get shaken. So when you're on the set, you can come like, hey, what are we doing today? And because he's so driven, you get aligned. With Vishalji, it's like the pressure is so much. Oh, I'm in front of Vishal Bharadwaj. He knows how to calm you down.
Yeah.
So that contrast is beautiful.
Yeah.
But their core is the same. So they वो बोलते हैं ना कि सच्चाई दोनों में है.
हाँ.
और सच्चाई से ये लोग नहीं हटेंगे. क्योंकि आई थिंक उसी को वो लोग चेस करते हैं कि बस सच्चाई से अच्छी फिल्म बनाते हैं, बाकी कुछ भी लेना देना नहीं है. आसमान तो कुछ भी करेगा वहां तक पहुंचने के लिए. तुम्हें डंडे मारेगा, प्यार करना है प्यार करेगा. वो बहुत क्लियर है एंड बहुत ड्रिवन है एंड इट वाज सच अ जॉय being a part of his first film.
Aasmaan, you have studied screenwriting in School of Visual Arts in New York. Like when you do the practical thing, like properly, and you come in a proper set, what is like as a first-time director, what is the most difficult thing you faced?
What is the most difficult? तो I'm not able to think. Everything was very difficult. मैंने जो लिखा था ना वो मुझे आइडिया नहीं था कि क्या लिखा है और क्या करने
नहीं वही पूछ रहा हूँ कि लिखते आप पूछो
फिल्म मेकिंग का तो उसूल है यार, whatever can go wrong will go wrong. You have to come ready to compromise and change and be reactive.
Exactly. Like लिखते हुए मैंने नहीं, मतलब लिखते हुए तो इमेजिनेशन में ये बारिश भी करवा देंगे, यहाँ पे ब्लास्ट करेंगे, ये करेंगे, वो करेंगे. जब प्रैक्टिकली वो करने आते हो, it's so tough. It's such a
lot of human coordination.
It's logistically it's so tough to plan. Safety wise, so many things that I had imagined. I had never thought about the safety of doing it. Like for how are we going to achieve it? I never thought of that. My imagination was running wild, so I wrote whatever I was imagining, and then to be able to do it, I was lucky to get the kind of technicians and the people that I did to help me like achieve what I had written. So everything was tough.
Aasmaan, I want to know, like this film seems like in the same universe as Kamine. It's like a spiritual sequel to it.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of similarities also in your style and Vishal sir's style. At least like in the genre and stuff. Do you ever feel like, a little apprehensive that I'll be compared only in his light and my individual voice won't be like seen by people or something like that?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I will any film that I make, I'll be compared to him.
Yeah.
That is a given from when before I started. Yeah. But I am not scared about my individual voice not coming out, because what I had also learned from my teachers and stuff, who obviously didn't know who my father was when I was studying there, they had also told me that you can't, as an artist, you can't consciously go कि मुझे मेरी voice, because then it will not come naturally. You have to make what you want to make, what you believe in, you have to do that. Voice तुम्हारी खुद voice मैं थोड़ी निकालता हूँ, like अपनी. Other people will watch and be like, oh, this is Vishal Bharadwaj, voice is this. He's never sat down and analyzed, I think, कि मेरी आवाज ये है. He's like, मुझे ये अच्छा लगता है, मुझे ये बनाना है. So that is done by the outside world. So even I will leave that up to the outside world. I will make what I want to make. I want to watch what I like. So मैं जब theater में बैठ के अपनी film देखूंगा, मुझे अच्छा लगना चाहिए.
Okay, guys, final question. This film is a caper genre. Correct. Okay, what attracts you to caper, Arjun? I'll start off with you.
Well, I think just the sheer chaos that a caper brings about, crisscross of characters, dynamics changing, fluctuating, morality is being questioned, relationships changing, and the batting of an eyelid, because most capers are to do with crime. And circumstances are very, very tight. So I think what happens is when there's a ticking time bomb in a screenplay or in a film, आपको पता है कि एक फिल्म, एक स्टोरी यहाँ से निकली है पर उसको एक नतीजे तक ले जाना है, because there is an end. It's almost like most capers, you know that there is going to be an implosion or explosion of characters. So I think it creates a lot of tension inherently with just the speed at which things unfold. So I think that's, and in between that, everybody is seriously trying to get out of situations which you find funny. And you, like Aasmaan said, you feel really bad about the fact that you're enjoying people and you're being a sadist as an audience member and you're enjoying their failings and their fallings. So there's certain guilty pleasure in watching other people get doomed and almost survive from the brink of extinction, and the least expected character turns out to be the most important character. So you're always second guessing. So there's so many layers. I just feel it's a whole lot of fun watching voyeuristically other people's lives go through chaos.
Yeah. For you, Radhika?
इसने सब बोल ही दिया है, सब कुछ बोल दिया, मेरे लिए कुछ नहीं छोड़ा. But I like the fact that it doesn't present any character in an idealistic way. White characters नहीं है, ग्रे और डार्क में खेल रहे हैं, जो असली में हम हैं. हम कुछ भी प्रोजेक्ट कर ले, हम हैं ग्रे में, तो उससे रियल चीज कुछ नहीं होती. बाकी सब अगर हम देखते हैं वो सिर्फ फैंटेसाइज कर रहे हैं हम, या आइडियलिस्टिक चीजें इमेजिन कर रहे हैं. तो मुझे इसमें बहुत रियल फील होता है. दैट इज व्हाट अट्रैक्ट्स मी टू दिस जॉनर अलोंग विद व्हाटएवर ही सेड.
For you, Aasmaan?
Yeah, mainly capers, like I love capers since a long time. Matlab obviously kami ne thi India ki, but I saw capers before that from Guy Ritchie, Snatch, Lock, Stock वगैरह. Matlab I love those films. And what Arjun said is spot on, कि वो the chaos that is there, no, that raw energy of the chaos. That is what I love about capers. कि मतलब मेरे पेट में दर्द होता है देखते हुए, like करे हो रहा है कि यार ये क्या हो रहा है. Like if there is this film called Good Time by the Safdie brothers and Uncut Gems, I was so uneasy while watching those films.
It gives you a lot of anxiety. Like Safdie brothers give you a lot of anxiety.
But I loved that feeling, because it was like I was in there with, I was feeling कि क्या होने वाला है. So that emotion in the caper is what I love.
I think ordinary people in very extraordinary situations.
Yeah. Exactly.
On that note, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.